In 2001, the first Golden Sun game was released for the Game Boy Advance, a charming little JRPG with a good story, gameplay, music and characters. Was it perfect? No, nothing is, but for its time and being able to play it portably, it's very, very good, and I personally enjoyed playing the hell out of it as a kid. The story follows Isaac and his friends as they set out to defeat Saturos and retrieve the elemental stars. Isaac and his friends are adepts, giving them magical abilities that they can use in combat and be able to use to solve puzzles throughout their adventure all over the world. There are also 28 Jinn that are used to change characters' class and powers, 7 Jinn for each of the 4 elements within Golden Sun: Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Mercury. Golden Sun does follow many JRPG tropes like an overworld between points of interest, dungeons, equipment, leveling, random encounters, and the game even does have its own separate arena battle mode, which is really, really cool and adds for some replayability. It originally started out development as an N64 game, but was moved to the Game Boy Advance and split in two between the two games. So, there you have it. The two Golden Sun games on the Game Boy Advance were two sides of the same coin. They were one game initially and divided into two. Which does bring us to Golden Sun: The Lost Age, the second game, or second half, released on the Game Boy Advance in 2002, 1 year after the first game. The story picks up with Felix and his friends as they set out to restore the power of alchemy to the world. In terms of gameplay, Second Age is pretty much the same as the first one, really, which does make sense when you think about it, given that they are the same game, really. But then the series lay dormant for 8 years until Golden Sun: Dark Dawn was released in 2010. Dark Dawn is set 30 years after the events of Second Age and follows the descendants of the earlier games. You get to play as Isaac's son, and you also get to team up with children of Isaac's other friends as well. The game uses the exact same gameplay elements from the first two games, so there's not really much else to add in that regard. The only difference is here is the graphics are more 3D orientated, which to me personally, I think the game loses its charm. I did really like the art style and the way that the Game Boy Advance games were, and also now they've put in so that you can use the stylus to use your ardent skills in the world to move things. Dark Dawn was received positively and loved by fans of the series. However, again, like I said, the series has now been dormant for 12 years, which is just what are Nintendo doing? There is hope that the Golden Sun series will return, and I really hope it does. All 3 games have a certain charm, and I would love to play an updated version of the first 2 GBA games, especially in their originally intended concept as one big game. Just HD'd up, ported over, maybe with some new textures, whatever. Just bring it over to the Nintendo Switch. Will Nintendo do this? Probably not. Do they listen to their fan base? No, they do not. So I guess we just have to make do with what we have. But you can get hold of these games via emulation, and if you want to pick them up physically, they're not too expensive. Dark Dawn may set you back a little bit, but as long as you're not going for complete copies of the Game Boy Advance games, it shouldn't cost you too much. But thank you very much for watching this retrospective, and I'll catch you on the next one.